Hey guys, and welcome to your favourite types of episode, which is me talking at the Grand Exchange, going through a couple of moneymakers, which will be very good for your accounts, whether you're a high level, mid level, or a low level. Make a little bit of profit while training your skills on Runescape 3. So in this episode, we're going to be looking at the crafting skill, because I've said a few times, crafting is probably the best skill for making profits at the minute. Herblore has probably some better, higher profit items, but for sheer consistency, crafting is still one of the best ones, and the level you can start making profit is that low. It's probably one of the better ones to start with and work your way up. When I did the bond account, crafting was one of the skills I trained first because I knew the profit was there, and it helped to build the foundations of that account to the point where I could train things like Herblore and make even more money in the long term. So for this episode, we're going to be looking at a couple of items. So the first one we're going to be looking at is battle staffs. The battle staffs in the old days used to be one of the best methods to train. It was very consistent, and back in those days it was used because it didn't lose a lot of profit because of the higher price of the staff. However, nowadays, because of the price of battle staffs and the fact they've crashed so low, now we're going to check the price for battle staff here. Now, admittedly, 4.1k is higher than it has been for a long time, but we're going to test that price now. Yeah, about 4k is about right, so 4.1k. You now have a massive gap for the price of the orb. So, Battle Staff will out for 9,100 GP. None of the orbs, apart from, let's say, water orbs, are going to be that expensive. So, we can have a look now. So, a water orb is 2.7k. That's not really worthwhile for us to do. But a fire orb at 337, a earth orb at 243, and an air orb at 567 are definitely worthwhile as making into a Battle Staff because of the profit. Now, I'm just going to flick over quickly to the RuneScape wiki, not to that. This has basically each battle staff nailed down into the XP and profit per hour. The Earth battle staff will get you 310,000 crafting XP per hour and roughly make you 5.6 mil. And you only need level 58 crafting for this. And you're roughly aiming to be about 2,500 crafted per hour. Let's do it for a normal person and let's say 2.4. But still 5.3 per hour. A fire battle staff will make you 4.5 mil. A fire battle staff will make you 5.4 mil per hour with 343k XP an hour. At level 62, 340k XP per hour is a decent old run. And again, things like portable crafters, being on a world where you're going to get the pulse core boosts, cinders and normal cores. It's just extra XP on top as well. So you could be pushed towards 400k per hour making battle staffs, but also make 5.4 mil per hour, which is mad. And then finally, air battle staffs, 378,000 crafting XP per hour, 5.3 mil. So you've got a little bit of a choice here, whether you want to make a tiny little bit more or get the XP. Me personally, I would go for air battle staffs if you got level 66 crafting. And also another option, depending on how you set up, is don't sell these on the Grand Exchange. Put them through your auto alchers and you'll make even more money as well. And you won't even have to alch them. They'll do it for you. So I think the actual GE price, again, if we flick back to Mainscape, if we were looking at battle staffs, so an air is 6.8, earth is going to be 6.6, and a fire is going to be 6.8. If you pay the price for the nature room, which let's say is 1,000 coins, you can make another 1.5k on top of that just by throwing them in your alchers and forgetting about them and leaving them as well. So that is a viable option. But yeah. The only thing you're going to struggle with, though, is the actual battle staffs themselves. Buying them, they're a limit of 1,000 per 4 hours. So if you're looking at training crafting, definitely put them in the GE to buy over the week. And then if you're going to hammer them on the weekend or a date you've got in mind, make sure you've got them stocked before you actually go and make your battle staff. So buy them with plenty of time. You might be able to get them cheaper. You'll have them sat ready as well in your bank. That is battle staffs. Something else which is very good is actually turning D-hides into armor. So a Royal Dragon Hide at 2.5k if it buys, so it buys for 2.6k, is incredibly cheap. Now that is the top tier of leather possible in the game. In turning this into a Royal Dragon Hide body, so if we sell that, so you are going to buy your Royal Dragon Hides for 2.62k each. That is going to cost you a price of 7,860 GP. And you're going to turn that into 9.4k. So you've just seen how quick I've made that body, but you're going to make a profit of 1.6 6-ish K per body. Not only that, with a portable crafter, you're going to save levers as well, which will be a big factor, and then you'll probably be able to make like another 100 bodies depending on how many levers you buy. So I think for me, once I bought 10k royal bodies on the noob account, I had like an extra, I can't remember how many I had, but it was enough to be like a decent chunk of extra cash as well. Not only that, making these into Royal Dragonite bodies is over 500,000 crafting XP per hour. Now don't get me wrong, there are a couple of like things you're going to need for this. You're going to need level 93 crafting to be able to do these, but making battle staffs up to that point, it's another option for you to make even more money. You're roughly going to make about 4.5 mil per hour, but if you've got things like crafters, brooch of a god, scroll of dexterity, artificer's measure, the botanist outfit as well, you can continue to save resources and then make even more profit in the long run. But again, that's another money making method which crafting does offer, which is very, very good profit. Now you can look at other methods as well. So black dragon hide leather will be pretty much the same process. 2k each, and then we could look at black dragon d'hide. Really, you only want to make bodies because the bodies have the best like low alch, and again, not worth it. But check all of the colours. With all the colours, there might be something like lower level which will make more money, and again, there'll be no reason for it. It will just make more profits. So yeah, crafting once again still working as good as it ever has. Still a very viable money making method. And if you are a new account or a lower tiered account, that herblore fletching are the skills I would look at to build your account off, because from a very low level you can start training that skill and you'll make profit from the outset. So if I was to start like a brand new account again, we'll go for crafting from the start. Bowstrings from level 1, you're making profit from the bat, and then once you start getting into things like jewelry, you'll make profit consistently from there. Clockworks, admittedly you'll need a quest, you'll make money with that. Different forms of strings. And then once you start getting into like level 27, and you can do things like emerald necklaces, emerald rings, things like that, crafting will supply you with so much GP to build your accounts off as well. And the higher you get, it's more valid money making methods as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Battle staffs, very good. Don't sell them, put them in your auto outcut. Same with that Royal Dragon hide body. I wouldn't sell that, I'd put it in for the auto outcut. I can actually see what price it would be as well. Again, 11.5k, you're going to make yourself another 1,000 coins on top just by getting your outcut to do it itself. Really good methods, and definitely something, again, I would use to train. I still need to get 200 mil crafting. I could do it with Royal Dragon hide bodies and make a small fortune while I'm doing it as well. Or look at doing battle staffs. It really is one of those. However, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. We've gone over like all the battle staffs and the Royal Dragon hide bodies. Again, wanted to group stuff together to make sure we're not going too heavy on the videos for you guys. But if you are enjoying these, please make sure to let me know. Please leave me a like. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.